check the brakes. See how much brake loss we have while applying brake pressure. Got ourselves a slow descent. Ship down. Find our gear for this. Looks like found our gear. Find our speed. It's going to be 25 miles an hour. For those of you who do wonder why semis just keep passing when they're going down a grade, there's a couple reasons. I mean, one, they're not loaded heavy, or they're unloaded. And two, if they are loaded heavy and they're zipping by that fast on these type of grades, when you get to the bottom, you usually see them rolled over off the side of the hill or mashed up into the guardrails. Or if they're lucky enough, they've just smoked their brakes and that's all you smell. And you know you're going to see them when you get down there. They'll be pulled over and their shit might be on fire. I've seen brakes on fire, tires burning. Seen trailers on fire, burning, all starting from the brakes. And if they still got a job after that, and it hasn't scared the shit out of them enough that they just quit driving, I bet you they never do that again. That's why those brake checks, you check your brake loss, your air loss, as you're applying brake pressure. Just as you've got your brakes held all the way down at a brake check area, you're just holding your pedal down and seeing how much brake loss you are getting in your air system. And you shouldn't be getting anywhere over 2 or 3. And then you just want to check your pump down pressure. Just pump your brakes multiple times until your primary tank sets, and then your secondary tank sets. Then you know that your gate, your valves are working properly, the system's working properly, the air dryer isn't froze up, no lines are froze up, no leaks. Especially in the winter, that air dryer can be a pain in the ass. I've had air dryers literally start to fail because it's so cold. But anyways, then your brakes it kicks your brake valves on, your supplies, and then it starts to build air pressure, and you see how quickly it builds it back up. That's the best brake check to do on these steep hills. Another setting, another gear. If it starts picking up too much, I gotta definitely shut her down, go down a gear. If you wait too long, you might not be able to get down a gear. Won't want to go into lower gear. Then you get out of control. Man, within 100 feet, you ain't got that shit figured out and you're picking speed up like crazy, you're gonna be in trouble. It's always best to just get your selection pretty much set and figured out before you even start to enter really into this steep part of the grade. Or if you know what you're doing, then you can just get it at the last minute. You ain't got to fiddle-faddle around. You know what's up. And then again, freight, hauling box, trailers, dry vans, reefers, they're top heavy. You get going around these corners, you're out of control, going too fast, swerving back and forth, whatever's happening. You could roll them. Definitely with tankers, though, that are unbaffled, which is what I run, you don't want to be getting wishy-washy and all that crap, because you get that liquid swaying and moving around and going back and forth. It'll throw you out of control. And we know how liquid moves with gravity. When you make a turn, it stays level as you make that turn and pushes over to the high side a little. It'll roll you. Before you know it, you'll be sliding down the road on your side. Then of course you got the liquid starts moving front to back. That's where them baffles really help. It slams into you sometimes, and if you really lose control or knew it, pulling an unbaffled tanker, if you don't get it figured out soon, it beats the shit out of you. You can't run baffles in the tankers we haul for the product that we move. If you did that, by the time you got somewhere, your whole tanker of dairy products and byproducts would probably, depending on what it is, you could make cheese. Before you know it, you'll be making cheese in your tanker with baffles quicker than, you get good dairies and not the byproducts of them, and you got a long haul for a few days, you still, by it moving around, churns it enough that you can end up with probably 6-7 inches of cheese through the whole bottom of your real soft cheese. You know, it's starting to the process of curding.